tranquility. Very warm welcome back to second half independent off-tube studio commentary. Our referee Craig Paulson has just restarted the game here at Anfield. It's goalless between Liverpool and Manchester City, but as I like to say sometimes when it's been a bad 0-0 draw, it's a proper 0-0 where there's not much chance of that changing. I wouldn't say that about this game. There has been an edge to this game. There has been an intensity which you would expect from these two sides. Just haven't really quite had the right kind of ball into the final third from both sets of from both sides. I do think that City have certainly had the better of the attacking exchanges in the first 45 minutes, but Liverpool responded with a couple of decent half chances towards the end of the half as well. So we'll see how it all plays out in the second 45. No changes as yet from either side. It's myself, Paul Szczerbakowicz, and Kieran Graham taking to the action. Kieran, there was enough in that first half for us to feel as though that there's potential in the second. I'll just get your thoughts in a second, because now it's Ekitike getting a ball through towards Gakpo. Gakpo then finding Salah, who hits it. I think his shot was going wide anyway before it was blocked. It's cleared just towards the edge of the area where Kirkes keeps it alive here for Liverpool. Goes back to Gakpo. Gakpo at the edge of the area, can't quite find the ball in, and Semenyo is now able to get the ball away for City.
Yeah, chaotic start. This is what we expected from Liverpool in the first. What a ball from Semenyo. Alisson's had an absolute howler at the back, and Szoboszlai had to get there ahead of Marmoush because Alisson came out trying to deal with it. He completely misses the ball. Marmoush could have had a tap in, but it's big alert defending from Dominic Szoboszlai, who initially hesitated as well. That could have gone very wrong.
It could have gone very wrong. The way the goalkeeper came out, as you say, misjudged the bounce of that ball completely. City now back in possession here with Haaland. Was he brought down by Van Dijk? He was. Not only that, it's going to be a yellow card for Virgil van Dijk as well. So a really lively start in this second half. Van Dijk can't believe it. How is that a foul? He's saying, with a couple of words that I had to edit out, of course. But you get the idea. And, well, I'm not sure that's a foul, and I'm not sure that's a yellow either.
Yeah, exactly. As we now see the ball, the challenge once again. I mean, it's late, it's reckless, isn't it, from Van Dijk? It really is, as he goes straight through the back of Erling Haaland. But Haaland should be okay to continue. 47 minutes into this one. It's a free kick opportunity. They've not been able to do anything from these free kicks so far, Manchester City, just because of the real height difference and disadvantage they're at. Haaland is back to his feet, like I said. A light jog into the penalty area tells us he's okay. Yeah, everything's fine with Erling Haaland. We'll just see this free kick out, and then I'll remind you of the 2-11s for this game. As I mentioned, there have not been any changes at the break. Bernardo Silva standing over this free kick for Manchester City. Just looking at options here potentially. For a short ball, but he's going to try and float this one into the 6-yard box, nodded clear by Van Dijk. Rodri then heads that ball back towards the edge of the area. Marmoush with a bit of a heavy touch to no one in particular, so that will allow Kirkes to clear this ball over the halfway line here for Liverpool. A ball bouncing towards the edge of the area. It's played away though by Bernardo Silva, who's dropping deep. Now a chance here for Gakpo, but that's really good covering there from Nico O'Reilly. So Alisson is in goal for Liverpool. A back four of Szoboszlai, Konate, Van Dijk and Kirkes. Gravenberch and McAllister at the holder midfielders. Salah, Wirtz and Gakpo are the three ahead of them, with Ekitike as the front man for Man City. Donnarumma in goal. Back four of Mateus Nunes, Kusanov, Gehi and Aït-Nouri. Bernardo Silva, Rodri and O'Reilly are the three in midfield, with Semenyo, Marmoush and Haaland as the attacking three for the visiting citizens. And the ball is now over on the right hand side here for Konate, short in towards Szoboszlai, challenged there by Marmoush. They're swearing that should have been given as a throw to Man City. We'll see this again. I mean, it's just looking at where Alisson was. I mean, he's actually missed that ball by quite. It's not as if he's just scuffed it. He's missed it by quite some way. Yeah, it's really unlike Alisson as well. He's lucky he didn't make contact with Marmoush. He almost grazed his shoulder, which wasn't enough. Marmoush, with the adrenaline of thinking he threw on goal, just didn't even really acknowledge it. But real clear contact, he'd have probably been off Alisson. So he had to almost pull out of it because he knew he wasn't going to get there. Yeah, it didn't look great from the Liverpool goalkeeper's point of view, and we saw long spells of this in the first half where City have a lot of possession. Liverpool really struggle to get on the end of it, and just as I say that, Gehi's given the ball away, and this is half a chance enough for Gravenberch. He gets away from O'Reilly. He swears he was being held. Furious there is Arne Slot when he sees that the free kick was. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this from Craig Paulson. That is far too late. That is a fourth official stroke linesman telling him to give that free kick. Craig Paulson had forgotten about this altogether. He wasn't going to give it. Yeah, and it's not a free kick, is it? I mean, Nico O'Reilly's slightly almost just holding the arm, but he's not using it to an advantage, and it doesn't really slow down Gravenberch. That's poor referee, and poor call. Should have been play on, in my opinion.
And especially seeing as he actually played on. It was only when he saw Slot exploding and shouting at the fourth official that suddenly Craig Pawson goes, oh, actually, calm down, I am going to give a free kick. But I don't think he was ever going to give that free kick. As I say, it's not still plenty we could say about English refereeing. It's not the easiest job. I'll take that back. It's actually a very difficult job. And as I've made the point in my commentaries before, I've tried refereeing the odd five-a-side game, and even that's hard enough. So I certainly have sympathy with the referees for their job, but they've got to try and make it easy for themselves by not encouraging scrutiny like that. As here is Kirkes now down the left-hand side for Liverpool. Just a short ball into Gakpo, who's clearly in offside position, and that'll be really frustrating for Liverpool. They've barely had a touch of the ball over the halfway line. They finally get a chance 5 minutes into the second half, and there's an offside immediately.
Yeah, offside straight away for Cody Gakpo on that side. They all just step up, don't they? The City back line together. Matt Gahey a little bit late. Does Matt Gahey even play him onside, actually?
It's close, isn't it? It's very close. Gahey's got to be more careful there. And considering that we know that the coaches on the bench are watching replays all the time, I'm sure there'll be a message out to Gahey just to keep an eye on that next time, because that was very close to playing everybody onside by quite some way as well. But Gravenberch now on the right-hand side for Liverpool. Back into Szoboszlai. It's with Konate. Square to Van Dijk, just gets the ball away from Haaland. And Kirkes playing this back in towards Szoboszlai. Square now over on the right-hand side. He's got options here, tries to ping a ball over the top to Salah, which is exactly what he has done. Salah can actually keep this in play, but he's been tracked by two players. He still gets the ball into Wirtz. Wirtz's ball into the box is a little bit under hit, doesn't get to Ekitike, but then the clearance isn't particularly good. Salah then leaves it for Szoboszlai, goes for goal, but he drives that one. He gets it on target, but it's straight to where Donnarumma was already stood.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a sliced strike from a really tight angle. I mean, Dominic Szoboszlai scores incredible amount of good goals, doesn't he? He only really scores good goals, Dominic Szoboszlai, but even that one is asking a little bit too much. Good strength from Salah. Here come Liverpool.
Yeah, he gets that ball away from Mike Nouri. The pass into Wirtz. There's just enough there from Rodri to get in the way, but he's still able to get it over. Ekitike! Oh, it's just wide. Nice bit of play there from Liverpool at the edge of the area, and the ball was teed up perfectly for the right-footed Ekitike to shoot from the left-hand side of the box, but he just gets it wide.
Just looked destined to nestle into that far top corner. It's great play from Mo Salah. Poor touch from Florian Wirtz, but he recovered it really well up against Rodri. Gakpo played it in. And that's just the confidence that Ekitike has at the moment. He didn't really try to adjust his body properly. He just hit it first time. He let the ball meet him, and he tried to just pass it into that far top corner and just hook through it. Can't really tell how far away it was from Ekitike, but the goal scoring form he's been on, I'm not sure. I wouldn't have been surprised to see it nestle into the top corner.
No, the reverse angle was still side on enough that we couldn't really tell exactly how close to goal it was, but that seems to have woken up Liverpool, because here they go again down the left hand side. Gakpo into Kirkes. Oh, the cross is just a little bit overhit, but Szoboszlai can still keep it alive. Back to McAllister. Really telling interception there from Rodri. He made a bit of a mess of the last one, but this time he's in the right place at the right time. A ball floated over towards the left hand side. It should stay in play here for Kirkes. He goes back to Gakpo. Boy, at the edge of the area, then finding McAllister. Holding it up, going back towards Konate. 30 yards out from goal. Now it's Wirtz. Szoboszlai on the right-hand side. Back into Wirtz again. See if Liverpool bodies forward here, but now Gravenberch trying to get it into Salah. Salah trying to get away from Gahey, just about to stay with the ball. It's with Wirtz now into the box. He tries to thread a short ball towards the edge of the 6-yard box. He gets the thumb up from Ekitike, but unfortunately there were too many City bodies in the way. It's cleared back into midfield. Konate then finding Wirtz. Wirtz into the 6-yard box. Oh, and out comes Donnarumma. He clatters into Ekitike, but I think it's all within him going for the cross. No issue there. And a really big challenge there from Kirkes. Look at the reaction of those Liverpool fans. They absolutely love that. But there is actually an offside with the previous move. It's a shame, because that hustle there from Kirkes to win the ball back deserved the cross into the box, really.
Yeah, and Donnarumma does just enough, doesn't he, to just sniff out the danger. It's a great ball in from Wirtz. He's onside. It's Ekitike, but no one's marking him, are they? Mateus Nunes completely switches off. Donnarumma is good goalkeeping. It's brave from the Italian as well. Florian Wirtz, like I said, it's a great ball. Just because Ekitike is not met, it doesn't mean it isn't a good one from the German, but it is good goalkeeping. And Man City have started this second half like they did last week in the game against Tottenham that I covered. Really poor in the second 45 last week, and Guardiola will be worried that his side are about to do the same thing so far at Anfield, because somehow in the second half, Liverpool with 3 shots, 1 on target, 77% possession, Man City haven't got going yet.
They haven't, but would you see Arne Slot there? He was actually shouting at the linesman saying, oi, the last one, it wasn't offside, because he saw what we just saw in that replay. There was no need for that flag to go up. Liverpool could have actually had another attack in that move, but the late flag for the previous move was actually incorrect. But now O'Reilly doing really well to win this ball back for City high up. Oh, that's superb play from O'Reilly. Keeps the ball alive on this left-hand side, but then the pass into Rodri is under hit. But then Nouri's popped up from nowhere and he wins it back. It's into the penalty area. Marmoush tees it up for Semenyo, but it's straight down the middle into the arms of Alisson, who doesn't hang about. He punts this one long straight away. That's really good header though from Kusanov to avert the initial danger, but then Salah keeps it alive here for Ekitike. Ekitike's ball out to Mo Salah on the left hand side. Salah back to Ekitike. Oh, it's a terrible header. It was a beautiful ball in from Mo Salah, but Ekitike is he's not timed that header as well as he could have done, and he heads it wide when he really should be putting Liverpool 1-0 up.
How's he missed? How has Hugo Ekitike missed? I was just talking about the form, the confidence that he has in front of goal. It's a blistering counter-attack from Liverpool. It's once again from one of those long kicks from Alisson that we see him do so many times. And Ekitike was at the heart of the move initially, played it to the left-hand side. Salah, what a cross that is. Trevellaed ball into the area. He's running onto it. He's watching it the whole way. He's got the whole goal to aim at, really. From quite central, he's headed it wide across the face of goal. I mean, it is so poor from Ekitike. The Liverpool faithful cannot believe that he's missed that chance. What an opportunity for him to make it 1-0, and it feels like it's coming for Liverpool. Manchester City, they've got to change something.
The City are under the cosh now for sure, and the confidence from Liverpool you can see is growing as the game goes. There's going to be a foul there surely on Florian Wirtz. Referee just waiting a second before realising there won't be any advantage there for the home side, so he gives them the free kick. Liverpool have taken it quickly. That's good work there from McAllister, getting away from two. And then he finds Kirkes, whose ball eludes a goal. Oh, that's a chested down. Great chance here for Gakpo, but there's defenders covering, and the ball is over the bar. It's Kusanov, I think, who's felt some kind of challenge there as he's tried to block. Kusanov looks like he's in trouble there as well. There's an offside flag, so it wouldn't have counted in any case.
Yeah, exactly. It's great sliding from Kusanov, though, isn't it? It's fantastic from him. His last ditch, he's a rapid defender, isn't he? So he can cover the ground if he leaves a little bit of space. Offside, anyway, means that it wouldn't have counted. We haven't seen it back as of yet, but Liverpool, the tails are up, and they're well and truly up for this one. And the home side, Cody Gakpo starting to get more involved. We're starting to see a bit more of Salah, Florian Wirtz, Ekitike, despite his miss moments ago. Seen it back once again. McAllister chested and he was offside. It's a good call.
But he was offside, yeah. And Kusanov there just very, certainly very brave there from the young defender, just throwing his body at Gakpo to try and stop him getting that one on target. But I think he's ended up getting a bit of a whack for his troubles there. So hopefully it's nothing too serious here for Kusanov. Still being checked over for the time being. We just have a little bit of a break in play whilst all this is being checked over, but let's hope it's nothing too serious. Ekitike, so we see the ball from Salah though, just the weight of the pass to Ekitike is so good.
Yeah, it was fantastic, wasn't it, from him? And I mean, once again, Ekitike, just seeing it back, he's been scoring chances as easy as that all season, and the Liverpool fans, Arne Slot, none of them could believe that he didn't even hit the target, which is almost just as big of a surprise, isn't it, from Ekitike. There's a stoppage in play because Craig Pawson is having to change some of the technical stuff.
This happens so often in Premier League games. Why can't they get all these devices and cables sorted out before the game? So rather than referees running around doing stretching, why can't they do a 10-minute check to make sure all the equipment works? I'm sure they do to some extent, but it happens far too often. The amount of, in the past 3 weeks, I'm sure I've had at least 3 or 4 of my games delayed by referees having to go off the field, or linesmen having to go off the field to check over a battery pack or something like that. But thankfully, Abakadir Kusanov looks fine to continue. And let's hope our referee is fine to continue as well here, Mr. Pawson, because he had to go off the field momentarily. City are now getting ready to make a double change. Ryan Cherky is one of the players coming on. That would be expected. Ruben Diaz is the other one, though. That's a slight surprise there. Guardiola's unhappy because he wants to make a substitution right now. I'm not sure if the paperwork is ready yet or not. He's now speaking about whether or not Kusanov can play on. Now there's a bit of an issue. Guardiola is now having a bit of an argument with his own physio whilst they try and work out whether or not Kusanov can play on or not.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if he can't play on, it's not a bad replacement, is it?
It's not. I mean, I think Kusanov wanted to play, but I think there was potentially some miscommunication there between the bench and the pitch. So in the end, they've made the call that Kusanov will be going off now. So Ruben Diaz is on to replace him. As you say, it's a more experienced option in defence, really coming on for the last half an hour here for Manchester City. We also saw Ryan Cherki. I just wonder with Marmoush on his yellow card whether he would be the one to get the hook. I mean, him and Semenyo have had good moments in this game, but both of them have also had some indifferent moments as well. There's Craig Pawson now just double checking everything in terms of the subs for Man City. So confirmation that Kusanov has come on to replace Ruben Diaz has come on to replace Kusanov. We did see Ryan Cherki ready to come on as well, but it looks like yes, it is going to be Omar Marmoush. He's the one to go off and replaced here by Cherki, which actually could be bad news here for Liverpool, because Cherki on his day could be unstoppable.
Yeah, he could be. He absolutely could be, and I think Ryan Cherki could change this game in this one. He was fantastic away at Spurs. We yet to see the best of him. I feel it's been a bit of a stop-start. No one really hits the ground running, do they, for Pep Guardiola? Usually, or traditionally, it takes
Haaland, maybe.
Apart from Haaland, usually it takes players to really take their time to get going. But Ryan Cherki, we've seen bright sparks from him. Like I said, that Spurs game blew us away really in the first half with how good and influential he was. He's got a great goal as well. So two-footed, so unpredictable.
Yeah,
you think he can change this game.
And that's why he's such a difficult player to read, because he can be just as dangerous off his left and his right. As we can see there, right? Oh, that's a nasty little trip there from Semenyo on Gravenberch, and he needs a minute now to pick himself up. He's actually not had any contact at all from Semenyo. Looking at that replay, he certainly exaggerated the contact, but I think he almost tripped himself there.
Yeah, exactly. As we just see Virgil van Dijk over this free kick now. It's going to be a free kick. Of course, Pep Lijnders back at Anfield, as well as the assistant coach of Manchester City. This time he was, of course, telling the story, wasn't he, recently, that he asked Jurgen Klopp on what should he do because of his affiliation. Jurgen Klopp said, well, if you don't take it, I'm taking it. So he's essentially saying you'd be silly not to go and work with Pep Guardiola.
I think so. I think that most coaches, most players, I think if you give them the chance of working with Guardiola, you'd have to find a really, really good reason, and off the top of my head I can't really think of a good reason why you'd say no, I don't want to, unless there is some loyalty potentially with the club you've supported or the club you've worked at previously and the club that Guardiola might be at. But other than that, I think you've just got to completely forget it. As I say, particularly at the highest level of football, coaches and players, they only get one chance to get to a big club. So if they're given the chance, they really need to take it. So it may not come along again. But we're back underway here now with City in possession down there. That's a good ball from Ait Nouri, and an even better ball there from O'Reilly. Oh, Semenyo is offside. He's offsides this afternoon. I mean, credit to the defence for moving up as well as they do, but the forwards have got to pay more attention than what they are so far.
Yeah, they have. I don't think Semenyo's been great. I really don't. I haven't for a little while. Really, I think some City fans were getting frustrated with him over the last couple of games as well.
What a run this is, though, from Ait Nouri. He's done half the pitch here now. He gets to the edge of the area with Szoboszlai and Wirtz tracking him, but he keeps the ball alive. He goes back into the middle now for Rodri. It's about 30 yards out. Square to Ruben Diaz, the new man here for City. Cherki's dropped a bit deeper as well, but Ruben Diaz goes alone. Ruben Diaz goes for goal. We know that he can hit them from distance. Pings it with his left foot, but gets it wide. Yeah,
it's wide from Diaz in the end. He fancied it from distance. No one closed him down. It's almost like they were saying, hit it on his weaker left foot as well. It's not a terrible strike from the centre half. We've seen worse from strikers, that is for sure. But 63.5 minutes in, it's still 0-0.
Yeah, still 0-0, and we were hoping this game wasn't going to be one of those games between Liverpool and City that could end 0-0, which is actually something that can quite easily happen when these two big sides cancel each other out. And there's certainly endeavour from both teams to try and get the first goal, but for the time being, still goalless here with less than half an hour to play. As Gravenberch now moves forward and he spots runners down the left-hand side. Kirkers was there, but it's Gakpo who goes with it. Ekitike backheels it for Wirtz. It deflects off Gahey and it's away for a corner. Oh, the one-touch stuff from Liverpool was superb at the edge of the area, but it's also great defending from Gahey.
What a move that was from Liverpool. I thought Gakpo missed his chance in playing it to Kirkers. Ekitike, I mean, that is so clever. The first time backheel couldn't have been more perfect for Florian Wirtz. Unfortunately for Wirtz, it's a terrible shot. It's such a bad shot. He's so central. Gahey, he's sliding in, even if he doesn't make the block. That's
the keeper's saving that, isn't he? Yeah.
That's so easy for Donnarumma to save, but it's a corner.
Corner kick is at least a consolation here for Liverpool. Mo Salah sweeps that ball towards the back post, headed up in the air by Ruben Diaz. It'll be another corner to Liverpool, this time from the left-hand side. They'll be keen to just increase the pressure here on Man City a little bit, because last few minutes have been a little bit more over the halfway line in the Liverpool half, but now they have got a chance here with this corner from the right-hand side. We'll see what kind of ball Dominic Szoboszlai can come up with here. He's got players to aim at inside the box, a couple of waiting at the edge of the area as well. It looks like it's going to be more of a ball whipped in towards the 6-yard box, aimed at Ekitike. Haaland is there though, good header away from him, kept alive here by Wirtz. He goes back to Kerkez, who's the last man back for Liverpool. Now it's with Gravenberch about 40 yards out from goal. He finds Salah on the right hand side. Salah trying a ball into the box. Guehi reads that all the way. Riley takes it on the chest before he takes one touch too many there. Is that a foul from Van Dijk? Yes, it is. Van Dijk's on a yellow as well, so he's got to be careful about any kind of contact or indeed any kind of dissent.
Yeah, it just felt like he wanted to foul him, didn't he? It was one of those, wasn't going anywhere, and he just clattered through the back of him. It's almost like he knew he was out of position, but now Silva takes a chance in possession. Now Guehi loses out. I was just about to say, Guehi's been a monster at the back so far. He's been one of the best players on the pitch, but he's made a rare mistake. He
has, and this is superb from Salah. Twice that ball was going out of play, and he still managed to keep it in. Now Szoboszlai switches play over to the left-hand side, kept in here by Gakpo. He goes back to Van Dijk. This is just at the edge of the centre circle now, over towards Konate on the right-hand side. Szoboszlai into McAllister. Was he fouled? Yes, he was, and this will be a free kick in a decent position for Liverpool to try and get across it.
Yeah, exactly. Good opportunity for Liverpool from this one then, and the set pieces, we expect a little bit more when it's the home side, don't we? Because as we keep talking about the height advantage they have, Manchester City look a little bit all over the place this second half. I don't think we've said Cherki's name once since actually being on the field of play. They're really struggling. I think if you're an Arsenal fan watching this, you're absolutely delighted for the time being.
You certainly would be, yeah. As Szoboszlai puts that ball in, it's a header down by Ekitike, but he couldn't direct it towards goal. Now it's played back to Gravenberch at the edge of the area. He goes for goal from just outside the box, but he lifts it a long, long way over.
Yeah, so far over the bar from Ryan Gravenberch. Doesn't have too many goals to his catalogue of efforts, unfortunately for him, and that's not going to be one that turns into one. 67 minutes on the clock, still 0-0.
Yeah, still goalless then as goal kick now to Manchester City. Still 4 Liverpool players lurking at the edge of the area, just in case there is any mistake here from a short goal kick in the end. Donnarumma doesn't want to take any chances. He launches a long ball straight down the middle, which won't get through to Haaland. Headed away here by Van Dijk. Gravenberch square now to Szoboszlai. He's off down the right-hand side. He's away from O'Reilly, and then he gets the ball into... Oh, Salah, was he inside the box? Now then, referee, where are you giving this from? It's going to be just outside the box, just a free kick. Salah is insisting that the referee should be giving a penalty here.
Yeah, well, exactly, and Guehi could be in trouble because Salah looked like he was through. This is what the Liverpool players are saying. Craig Pawson, I think he's waiting to make the decision on the colour card as they're all kicking off now. There's a bit of handbags being thrown from the likes of Rodri, Bernardo Silva. It's a yellow card for the City centre half, and I tell you what, the Liverpool players are raging about it.
They are. Well, let's have a look first of all. Is it inside the box? The first contact is outside the box. In fact, pretty much all of the contact is outside the box, so it's not a penalty. But can they say that it's a red card? I don't think so. I think that there's still enough defenders coming back to say that. Although, had it not... We'll have a look from this reverse angle. First of all, there's no offside. I think Ruben Diaz can still cover that, so I don't think Guehi would be regarded as the last man there.
I think he's got it spot on. No penalty at Anfield. And he's slot. I mean, you're baffled. What are you baffled for? And he's like, I mean, he's given everything that should be given. He's so far outside the box, he almost falls into the box anyway, so there's never going to be a penalty. Ruben Diaz is covering, he's quite wide on line view, and I thought he was a little bit more central. Yeah, yellow card's fine, free kick's fine, and let's get on with it.
Absolutely, yes, although Liverpool are still trying to argue here with Craig Pawson. players on the field don't have the benefit of the 3 or 4 replays that we've just seen in our studio here, which clearly show that the foul was outside the box. There were players covering, so there's never going to be any danger of that being a penalty or indeed a red card. But we're over the three-quarter mark in the game now. 69 minutes gone. It is still goalless here at Anfield between Liverpool and Man City. And it will be Kieran to take us through to full-time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Paul. As we're waiting for this free kick still to be taken, they're taking an age over this one. I'm not sure if that's because VAR were checking something in terms of a potential red card, but the right decision was made. Absolutely never a red card or a penalty just outside the box. However, it was silly and clumsy from Matt Gay. He was caught out on a rare occasion. Can they make the most of this free kick situation? Are they ever going to take this free kick? I mean, it's been taking about 3 minutes just to crack on with this. Salah's now having a mother's meeting with Gakpo and Dominic Szoboszlai. Like I said, just taking ages to get us back underway. I don't know what the referee's up to at the moment. He's probably off talking to someone on the edge of the penalty area. Now he's telling Salah to get on with it. Well, that's slightly ironic, but the Egyptian is over this one. It's only a 2-man wall, and if Salah's over it, you think he might try and go for goal here. It's a real tight angle. Lifts his arm up, he is going to hit it, looking for the far top corner. Well, that's not a great one. All that build-up for one of the worst shot free kicks you'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think Salah was so angry about not getting a penalty that he felt he deserved, that in the end he just started he rushed it a little bit and just blazed that over the bar. Disappointing in the end.
Yeah, exactly. As we now see Pep Guardiola, he's absolutely raging. He's rocking back and forth. He's kicking his feet around. I mean, you won't be happy with this second half, but I mean, something has to change for City. They've made subs. Nothing's changed. If anything, they're regressing in this game. It only looks like one side are going to score. Haaland's non-existent. This is a side in a title race who need to win a game of football. I mean, I can't quite believe what we're seeing. How is that a free kick against Erling Haaland? I mean, Craig Pawson losing grip of this game a little bit. Haaland's just laughing. He can't even be bothered to argue with the referee. He just stood there and he gives a free kick.
I mean, I think this is if they still had timeouts like in the COVID era, this is where Guardiola would really want to get his players in just to give them a quick pep talk, because it's just not working for City at the moment. There's been a good long spell of pressure now from Liverpool, and even when City have been putting pressure on in this second half, hasn't really been too much for Alisson to worry about. That air shot from Alisson is pretty much the only work he's had to do in this second half.
I think at this stage, with 20 minutes remaining, I'd get Reinders on for Ait Nouri and I'd put Nico O'Reilly out onto the left-hand side. He looks a little bit tired in the midfield. The midfield's getting run through at the moment. Tijani Reinders doesn't only add that bit of experience in terms of defending, but he's great going forwards. He's almost like a box-crashing midfielder, isn't he, in terms of he just adds an extra body and he covers so much ground. But anyway, let's see if Guardiola takes that on board at all, as we see a poor ball from Gravenberch into Szoboszlai. Attack still alive. Mohamed Salah opens up, whips it. Great ball looking for McAllister. Great goalkeeping from Donnarumma. Just flies out with a one-handed punch again, like we've seen so many times. Free kick goes the way of Liverpool here. They can't believe it, the City players. Gravenberch, you've got the free kick. I don't know what he's moaning for. Bernardo Silva's moaning. Yeah, I feel like it's just waiting to boil over.
It's got that feel about it, hasn't it? It's got that feel that there's going to be a rash challenge or a controversial decision coming soon. As this ball was punched clear, I mean, you can just see that you can see why City are always going to try and argue with the referee, regardless of what they actually believe. But now it's going to be Szoboszlai waiting to take the free kick. But for the time being, it's just taking a little bit longer to set up.
Well, I covered a game earlier on this season. It was Liverpool at home to Arsenal. Dominic Szoboszlai, I think, hit a free kick. One of the best goals this season from this exact angle. If Dominic Szoboszlai scores this again, well, I said his catalogue of goals only ever feels like it's world-class goals. This would be massive for Liverpool in this game. Dominic Szoboszlai takes a deep breath, steps up, he hit it into the far top corner against Arsenal. It's one of the best free kicks you will see. One of my favourite free kicks I'd seen was Rashford against Chelsea, but that one was certainly on par. Szoboszlai runs up, he hits it. It's a great strike! What a hit that is! He's done it again, Dominic Szoboszlai! The goalkeeper's rooted and the Hungarian wheels away. I said it'd be special. It is special. It's 1-0.
It is 1-0, and it was going to take something special. Szoboszlai now giving Liverpool the lead, and City now really have to try and pick themselves up. They've already been coasting a little bit in this game. Now they're still trying to berate the referee over the original free kick decision, but once it's given, you've got to try and defend it. And Szoboszlai, he might be a right back on paper, but he really is an attacking central midfielder at heart, and he's just proven it there with that sensational strike.
unbelievable from Dominic Szoboszlai. It's nice and refreshing to big up a set piece and someone back it up. Donnarumma never looked like moving, did he? But it hits the post and in. He couldn't have hit it any better.
The swerve off that.
It's unreal.
Pinged it off his laces, laced it, it's moved in the air and just swerved inside the post. Absolutely fantastic from the Hungarian international. Unsavable.
Yeah, Mikel Arteta might as well get a bottle of wine out tonight, because a 9-point advantage in approaching the middle of February with how Arsenal have been playing. I mean, they'd never celebrate too early. It's Arsenal. You never know, do you? But what a look at Kerkez's reaction. He's running over to him with his hands on his head. They've all got their hands on their head. I mean, you can only imagine the atmosphere in Anfield. Dominic Szoboszlai, take a bow. That is sensational.
It is sensational. We can see Konate now with his hands on his head as well. He can't believe it. But Szoboszlai, he's absolutely delighted. Such a big moment for him, such a big moment for Liverpool. And a great timing as well, just under 20 minutes to go in the game. It really puts a lot of pressure on City now. We're going to have to try something else, and this may benefit Liverpool as well.
I think another weird part about that goal is, why did Man City have a two-man wall? Because he's actually not hit it with much height, has he? So he's hit it at normal, almost chest height. A bigger wall could actually just stop that. Weird approach from Man City again, but it's been coming. This is a deserved lead, in my opinion, for Liverpool. They've been the miles better side in this second half, and Man City in the second half against Spurs, in the second half here, have not looked like champions.
No, they haven't, and it's hard to understand why, really, because in the first half they seem to be putting a lot more pressure on Liverpool, but didn't seem to take very much for that to just completely sort of die off. And in the second half, Liverpool have stepped up, and City really do feel the pressure now, having conceded that goal.
Yeah, they will do. They've got to go for this now, City, 'cause they needed to win this game. A draw's no good, in my opinion. Look, I mean, the wall is just the weirdest thing you will ever see for Manchester City. I'm not taking anything away from the strike. It's pure magic. It is unbelievable from Dominic Szoboszlai. It truly is. But what an odd wall. That I'm sure Pep Guardiola is going to get asked. He's going to get asked a lot of things. He's probably not going to answer, is he? We know he spits his dummy out quite a bit when his side loses. But we see Semenyo now. How he's still on the pitch is beyond me as well. Rodri looks for a ball in behind, looking for Erling Haaland. He's been a passenger this second half.
He has, yeah. He's hardly seen any of the ball. He's looked a little bit disjointed. It's a real frustrating evening for City so far. And you can't really see, without a change or without something, how are they going to change it? Now Kerkez rides the challenge, and here come Liverpool.
Here's Kerkez coming down the left-hand side. Ball into the area, headed away by Matt Gahey. Falls to Szoboszlai. Surely not again. He thought about it, didn't he? As he then finds Salah. Ball down the line for Szoboszlai into the penalty area. Back heel. Ekitike gets there. He's going to drive it forwards for Gravenberch, who turns away with it. Ball's on the left-hand side for Van Dijk. Kerkez. Now it's going to be with Florian Wirtz, who comes inwards with it. He finds Gravenberch. O'Reilly gets a foot in. Now he's going to fall to Szoboszlai. Is he going to hit it from distance? No, he isn't. He finds Wirtz across the face of goal. Scuffs his cross. Matt Gahey deals with it. And Ryan Nuri's bundled over, looking for a free kick. That's a soft one, and he's bought that.
He has, yeah, but he needed that, Nuri. He needed something just to try and give his teammates a bit of respite, because they're under real pressure. Yeah, the wall is strange from City. Every time I see that replay, they clearly haven't done their homework, because everyone knows that Szoboszlai can hit them from there, and goodness me, did he prove it on that occasion.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, even me sat here, I referenced the goal against Arsenal, where he's the exact completely different style of free kick. He went into the opposite corner, into the top corner, and he went for almost a dip knuckle technique. This one, he's gone to slice through it to the other side. Well, what can't he do for a free kick? Dominic Szoboszlai, absolute magic. You can watch it over and over again. We talk about great free kicks. It's up there once again with it. As we now see Bernardo Silva ball into Semenyo, looking to get the better of Konate. It's a good fight from Konate. He's so poor. Semenyo's been woeful, and now he gives away a free kick. I don't think he's got goals to his name, and people who haven't watched Man City will think Semenyo started life pretty well at Man City because he scored a few goals. I think I've covered a majority of games he's played in. I don't think he's been great at all at Man City. He looks a little bit out of his depth.
His first week was good. He scored in the game against Exeter, then he scored in the first leg against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, and he looked like he was making a really good start. But since then, hasn't quite been able to live up to that. And but they've shown us that free kick again another 3 times. I'll tell you what, they can show us another 3 times again if they like. It's an absolutely sensational free kick. There aren't many shots from 30 plus yards where Donnarumma doesn't even move.
Exactly, and what it was, as we keep referencing, is we see Rodri now goes across to Ryan Cherki. Is this Cherki's first touches since coming on? It might be.
It feels like it. I mean, he's certainly first in the final third. I mean, he didn't have anything in the final third up to now, but City are starting to push forward.
Here's Rodri, not creating any chances. I can't even think of a shot they've had this second half. That's how bad it's been for City. Mateus Nunes thought about the cross, doesn't whip it in. You've got Haaland in there. Why would you not? It's Ruben Diaz. He's going to go short to Cherki. Takes it out of his feet. Ryan Cherki finds Rodri. Ball clipped towards the left-hand side for Ryan Aït-Nouri. He's got Cherki for company. Uses the Frenchman. He turns onto his right foot. Is he going to hit it from distance? No, he isn't. It's poor from Cherki. Really poor. He puts the foot in the end. Kirkes takes a heavy touch. And he goes long up towards Mo Salah, who's up against Diaz. Diaz wins his header. It's only as far as Florian Wirtz takes a poor touch. Allows Rodri to step in. Still going brilliant from Wirtz in the end to keep hold of possession. Szczerbakowicz goes back to Alisson. We've just hit 80 minutes on the clock as Alisson takes a chance. And it was almost blocked by Semenyo. Gravenberch brings it down, finds Szczerbakowicz. He hooks through it. Header won by Diaz. It's just getting frantic, isn't it? This game really frantic, which I think City need it to be to get back into this if they want a way back in. Here's Antoine Semenyo. Goes back towards Mark Guéhi. What a poor, disappointing half it's been from Guardiola's side. Bernardo Silva switches play. Easy for Van Dijk to win the header. It's not a great header. Ekitike steps in. Then he kicks it out for a throw. Will he get booked for that? Just see the Liverpool fans. Tell Mateus Nunes what they think of him.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome to Merseyside, or some. Well, I suppose in certain quarters of Liverpool, that is like a welcome, isn't it, when they do that to you? But in any case, I mean, it's good to see. Actually, Liverpool fans haven't had a lot to cheer about in the last few months. Anfield's been not quite the fortress that it has been in the previous, say, couple of seasons. But this will be a big win. And I say, obviously, there's still 9 minutes plus injury time to go. And it is only 1-0, so City could always get a goal from somewhere. But as it stands now, it's hard to see it just because it's just not working out for City. But Bernardo Silva with some great skills there on the right for a good challenge from Cody Gakpo. Yeah,
as you see a long ball go down the channel. Ruben Diaz, he's going to meet it. 81.5 minutes on the clock. It's still 1-0 to Liverpool. As we now see Matt Guéhi driving forwards, of course. On a couple of occasions, so almost a Liverpool player, wasn't he, Matt Guéhi? He passed his medical in the summer and then it broke down.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a surprise when he ended up at Man City. And when you think that all for the first half of the season, all we heard was that Liverpool had defensive problems. It seems strange that they didn't make sure that they didn't speak to Palace in October, in November, in December to make sure that deal that was almost over the line actually got sorted. But for whatever reason, it didn't. And Guéhi is now at Man City, and here comes City on the attack with Cherki.
Here's Cherki, step overs to get away from McAllister. The Argentine stays with him the whole way, though. Cherki is still turning and turning, finds Bernardo Silva. He's into Nunes. Once again, he's got to cross that Nunes. He's so hesitant, trying to be too technical. Now it's Semenyo, terrible touch from him. He's off balance. And Semenyo once again ruins an attack for Manchester City. They've won it back though. Here's Mateus Nunes, looks to play it in behind. Terrible ball. There's Ekitike doing the defensive work. Salah on the counter, plays it to the left. Here comes Florian Wirtz. There's acres of space on the right hand side if he can get his head up and find it. He plays it in behind, looking towards Salah. There's Matt Guéhi with the header away though. Ruben Diaz takes a poor touch. Rodri steps in. It's so open is this game, isn't it? It really is. As we now see a ball down the right, it's going to be with Mateus Nunes. He carries it away, plays it forwards for Erling Haaland. Good first touch from him. Here comes Haaland to the left hand side for Semenyo. Slows it down. It's not a great ball. Semenyo's meeting it on the left hand side. He then finds Ryan Aït-Nouri. They look tired when in attack, don't they? Man City, they've done a lot of defending. That pass from Rodri is so unlike him. He gets fortunate that it comes back to him. Ruben Diaz picks it up, clips it to the left hand side. It's going to be Aït-Nouri who brings it down. He's got Guéhi for company, step overs himself, uses Rodri. Haaland's at the back post, they're not finding him at the moment. Ruben Diaz, he's got options to the left, not a lot of movement ahead of them though. It's all just static for Manchester City at the moment. Matt Guéhi hoists it into the area, easy header away for Van Dijk, only as far as Nunes though. 83.5 on the clock. It's Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0, thanks to an unbelievable free kick from Szczerbakowicz. Ball whipped in. Haaland wins the header. In behind for Silva. They've levelled things up. Man City are given a lifeline in this game at Anfield. Haaland's header across. Bernardo Silva taps home. It's 1-1 and it's game on.
Wow, look at that from absolutely nowhere. City have had so little attacking possession in this second half. They've just had the last few minutes where they've been putting pressure on Liverpool, and it has paid off. You see as it's Cherky, he puts the ball and takes a big deflection. There's no offside. Szoboszlai is at least a yard behind the rest of his teammates. The flag won't go up. There'll be no VAR check with 6 minutes plus injury time to go. It's 1-1 at Anfield.
And credit to Erling Haaland, because I tell you what, he's had nothing to go off today so far, has he? He heads it to just keep it alive, put it in an area. So clever. Cherky finally puts a cross in. I don't know why they've not been doing it more. Alisson has been nutmegged with the strike. The Man City fans go wild. 84.5 minutes into this one. City have to go for this.
City have to go for it. That's why they weren't celebrating it very much. Bernardo Silva, just a quick fist pump. He grabs the ball and then he goes to the halfway line to restart play. And Liverpool going to make their first change of the evening now, with Curtis Jones coming on. But who's he replacing? That's going to be the question. It's going to be a central midfield change, I would assume, unless it's... who's he actually come on for? We've not seen the confirmation as yet, but I can say for sure that Curtis Jones is on the field here for Liverpool, and he's come on for Cody Gakpo.
Yeah, Gakpo, so it's not a defensive change, but it's not really like for like, is it, in that sense?
It's not. I mean, I suppose well, I was going to say McAllister can play a little bit further forward, but he's become a holding midfielder now over the last couple of seasons. I mean, Curtis Jones can play in a more forward role. I'm not entirely sure what his best position is, really, whether it's an attacking midfielder or a holder midfielder. But he's come on now to try and refresh things for Liverpool with 5 minutes to go. Yes,
you now see Matt Gahey on the left-hand side. He's going to drive forwards into O'Reilly, finds Rodri, plays it to the right again, where you see Núñez in Man City. They've got the momentum, haven't they? What an ending. What a grandstand finish this could be at Anfield. Ryan Cherky finds Rodri. This would be a smash and grab, wouldn't it? It absolutely would be, because Man City haven't deserved to win this game, if anything, get anything from this game. But here come Liverpool on the counter. Curtis Jones. Salah looks onside. That's unbelievable from Matt Gay. He had to get that spot on. He did. Núñez clips it in behind, looking for Haaland. Konate's header away. Van Dijk not convincing. It's Cherky. Poor touch from him. That's not like him either. Gravenberch taken down. Referee plays a great advantage. This is so open. It's mental. Anfield at the moment. Kirke's driving forwards. Ekitike drifting off the left. That's not where you want Ekitike, is it? At all, as he finds
down,
Jones.
Yeah, but still have a chance enough for Curtis Jones, just moving towards the edge of the area. And there's plenty of Liverpool players forward in this attack as well.
And Szczerbakowicz hits it from distance, blocked by Matt Gahey. He's had some questionable moments, especially with the free kick, the yellow card. It's been unbelievable though, as Matt Gahey hasn't. He's blocked everything. It's felt like a one-man defence at times.
It has. It's been great from Gahey, but then he's also made mistakes in the game this evening as well. It's been a fascinating match. It was. Well, I think we were probably both hoping for a bit more attacking play, but it's still been a real engrossing watch.
Yeah, it's been a really good game. A really, really good game. It always feels like a Sunday 4:30 kickoff. Well, it's 4:30 because it's the game of the weekend on paper, isn't it? That's usually how it works. As we now see Szczerbakowicz turns away from his man, plays it off for O'Reilly, goes out for a throw-in that actually goes the way of Man City. Arne Slot's not too happy about the decision. 87 minutes on the clock. If you are just tuning in, it's 1-1. 2 second half goals for Szczerbakowicz and Bernardo Silva. Ryan Nuri with the ball in hand. He's going to throw it down the line up towards Semenyo, battling with Konate. He heads it out for another City throw. And you can see the City fans, half of them look ecstatic, half of them look nervous, and that's just what happens when you're in a title race.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They'll know that this is such a relief to get that equaliser, but there's still the tension that Liverpool could go up the other end, and of course there's still the hope that their side could get a second goaler, as Konate is caught in possession, but Rodri's forced to go back towards his own goal.
Yeah, going back towards his own goal, as we now see Ruben Diaz goes back for Donnarumma. Hooks it to the right-hand side. We expect quite a bit of added time as well, don't we? Because of the incident with the Gahey foul, the 2 goals as well. Cherky's under pressure from Kirkes. That's a clear free kick given away by the Hungarian. As you can have no real complaints about that one. We now see the ball go into Rodri. Now it's going to be Ruben Diaz. Mateus Núñez turns away from his man. Plays down the line. Poor ball. It's looking a bit tired now. Man City put so much into this last 10-15 minutes or so. We now see Curtis Jones finds Ryan Gravenberch. I think this is where you really could chuck on a Tiani Reinders at this stage. Szczerbakowicz whips in, great ball. Salah's header, he's so wrong. He could have even brought that down. He had that much space, and he puts the header really high and wide.
No, not great from Mo Salah, and actually there was McAllister arriving just behind him. I think if Salah leaves that, McAllister might have had a chance to do a bit more with it because it was coming down at a slightly lower height for the Argentine, but in the end Salah does go for it himself, and it's out for a goal kick. We have 1 minute before we hit injury time.
Yeah, 1 minute remaining of the normal 90, as we now see Ryan Aitneri. I expect maybe 7 minutes of added time. It could be a long one, as we see the ball header won by O'Reilly. We now see Matheus Nunes. He finds Ryan Cherky, dinks it to the right hand side. What a ball that is. Looking for Semenyo. Well, he's not had a great game. Semenyo hooks it across the face of goal. It's such a poor ball. He could have even taken a touch. He didn't need to cross it first time. He's
really scuffed that. Disappointing from Semenyo, but then an unnecessarily quick clearance from Alisson, and City have the ball straight back.
And here's Rodri in acres of space coming forward. He's forced back. I don't know why he's gone back to Matheus Nunes, but Semenyo once again, just no composure shown from the Man City forward. We now see Ruben Diaz. I think Man City really miss Jeremy Doku. They really do. He's been fantastic before his injury this season. We now see Rodri hooks it to Aitneri, cuts away from his man, plays it back for Rodri again, and he's going to play a risky ball that's almost intercepted. Brilliant from Nunes to not crumble under the pressure. We've hit the 90th minute, and it is going to be 7 minutes of added time. Predicted it spot on, as we see a ball dinked in behind for Nunes. He's going to get there ahead of Alisson. He does get there. He's been wiped out. Is there going to be a penalty for Manchester City? Craig Pawson, what's he decided for the time being? Has he given it? I don't know if he has.
He has. I think he's given it, and VAR's going to have to overturn it now.
Well, the Liverpool player's confused. The cameras have cut away from Craig Pawson, so we haven't seen anything he's given. The fact that there's a stoppage in play, as we're going to see it back now. Nunes gets there ahead of Alisson. He's wiped him out. I mean, he's not going to get on the end of it, so that's the main thing.
Yeah,
it's clumsy.
I mean, that's how I think where VAR is potentially going to have a look as to how much intent there is from the goalkeeper. I mean, some of the City fans behind the goal are appealing it like it's the most obvious penalty. But I don't know. I mean, like now it has been given as a penalty here, but yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, Nunes is still off the field getting checked over. He's actually slammed into the advertising boards. They're having to get some police just because it's in front of the Liverpool fans. They're having to get some police in there just to make sure that he's going to be okay. Liverpool are still trying to argue, but I think the penalty's not going to be overturned now.
What a moment this could be for Manchester City. The ball is in the hand of Erling Haaland. He pushes Dominic Szoboszlai away. They're laughing with each other. And if there was ever a man that you'd want in a moment like this, it's Erling Haaland to keep a title race alive. Arsenal fans will have been in pandemonium at 1-0. Well, what a chance this is. As we see Erling Haaland, Ruben Diaz is trying to protect him. I mean, what are you protecting? It's not going to stop him from having words hurled at him. And McAllister's trying to go near the penalty spot. We're seeing the City fans, they look so nervous. I think it's fair. It's clumsy from Alisson, who, by the way, has been clumsy all game. He's had some rash moments, hasn't he? Pep Guardiola, penny for his thoughts. He's pacing around. This could be a moment we come back to come the end of the season in this title race. The 92nd minute of Liverpool against Manchester City at Anfield. A 1-1 at the moment. Erling Haaland kisses the ball. He drops the ball down as well. His last 5 penalties have all gone into the same position. He's scored 3 of them, missed 2 of them. Is he going to make it evens on goals to misses ratio, or will he make it 4 goals scored? Erling Haaland steps up, quick run up. He's gone the right way. Alisson went the right way, but he doesn't care. Haaland doesn't care. He's got his spot on. The top's off. Manchester City take the lead. They've gone wild in the away end. The players have gone wild. It is massive composure from Haaland. He goes the opposite way to where he usually does. City have turned the game on its head.
Well, what a turnaround it is in this game. Look at the reaction from Erling Haaland. Look what it means to Man City. They're still in this title race. This isn't a case of let's just see if Arsenal slip up. We're going to keep chasing Arsenal until we're told otherwise. Then you look at that reaction from Haaland. He's going to get a yellow card. He does not care at all. And I don't think Guardiola will care either. It's a big moment this for Manchester City. And it's, as I say, it just goes to show they were pushing until the very end. And that pressure told. We've seen Alisson making mistakes this afternoon. He tries to do his best here. And he tries to guess. I mean, he does guess the right way, but he was never really that close to it.
weird run up, wasn't it? It was like a bit of a jump up. He instantly took his top off. He knows how big that is. It's been a fixture he kind of struggles in. Erling Haaland against Liverpool. Look at the City fans. It's pandemonium. And the message to Arsenal is, we're still here.
We absolutely, yes. And it's a massive, massive goal that for Haaland. And look at the reaction there of some of the Liverpool, some of the City fans there in the stand. They're absolutely loving that. Whereas you look at the Liverpool fans, they look absolutely devastated, and we've still got around 4 or 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, and there's still time for Liverpool to get back in this. On the left-hand side, they're instantly on the attack. Chiesa has come on for Kirkaz. Chiesa into the box. It's headed away only as far as Dominic Szoboszlai. He brings it down, plays it to the right-hand side. It's far from game over, but what a victory this would be for Man City. Szoboszlai hooks it in. It's cleared away only as far as Gravenberch, who's opened it up onto his left foot. He finds Chiesa in the penalty area. Good opportunity across the face of goal. It's into the hands of Donnarumma. Only a couple minutes remaining, and the City defenders will be grateful for the goalkeeping.
They will be grateful, and Liverpool. What do you say now? I mean, Nathan Ake is going to come on here for Manchester City late on just to try and sort of keep things tight at the back. But now, as that long ball goes down the left-hand side, it's been chased here by Haaland, but Szoboszlai should get there first. Yeah,
he should do. Confirmation of the yellow card for Erling Haaland. Rightly so. Was, of course, booked for taking his top off. That's much better from Semenyo. Wins it back, gives away a throw-in as he's instantly running back into position. There's going to be subs. I'm not sure who's coming on or coming off at this stage. Nathan Ake is on for number 42. So Antoine Semenyo makes way for Ake.
Yeah, it's a defensive change now. There's no need to try and push the envelope too much. City are 2-1 up away from home late in injury time, so it makes absolute sense to take off a forward and bring on a defender.
What a watch this has been. I've absolutely loved this game. I love games like this. They're the reasons we watch.
Yeah, the unpredictability, the something out of nothing, the way in which Liverpool were out of this game in the first half, then they completely took it to City. They were going to win the game, and now City are winning the game in injury time. It's sensational.
Yeah, it's a great advertisement, as if it ever needs advertising. The Premier League does it. It
sells itself, really,
exactly. As we see them on the attack down the left-hand side, there's a minute remaining still in this game. Chiesa plays it back to Jones. Gravenberch is in acres of space. He could have just run onto that and hit it. He's too tame, not willing to take the risk. Szoboszlai poor cross, brilliant from Rodri. Szoboszlai not even that bothered about trying to make the challenge, but here comes City with a chance. It's almost a 3v1. It's Aït-Nouri racing through on goal to really seal the deal. He's going to go himself, is he? He goes for goal, it's saved by Alisson. What a chance. Haaland is raging with Aït-Nouri, who's now out of position. Here come Liverpool on the counter. Guardiola is fuming. I'm not sure if it's just whether the fact he's gone for goal, whether he's not passed it. Bernardo Silva, what a challenge that is from Cherki, but it's going to be a yellow card for Silva for trying to kick through Florian Wirtz, which is unfortunate for Cherki because he's just put in an unbelievable challenge.
He has, but by doing that, he's also taken the advantage away from Liverpool, so the referee had to go back for the previous one, and Bernardo is going to have to get a yellow card. It's a cynical one that he's tried to hit. It's just as well he didn't really hit Wirtz, because if he had done, if he was aiming for above the thigh there, it would have been a red card, I think.
What a game. What a game this has been. 6th yellow card of the season for Bernardo Silva, the man who got this comeback underway. Ball whipped in towards the back post. Ake, it's still a goal-mouth scramble. It's still in there. Van Dijk meets it. Is he offside? Flag stays down for now. Ryan Gravenberch whips it in towards the back post. It's headed away by Matheus Nunes with 20 seconds over time, but of course there was a penalty, there was a goal. There's got to be at least another 2 minutes, you feel, in this one. Florian Wirtz goes to the left for Federico Chiesa, who's seen a lot of it since coming on. He goes onto his left boot. It comes off Nunes, who prevents the corner. Fantastic from him defensively. He's been unbelievable this last 10 minutes. He really has. He's won everything, Matheus Nunes. Alisson's taking it through him. I mean, that looks like a foul throw-in from Alisson. And he slips in possession as well. He's almost given it to Bernardo Silva. He's got away with one again. I mean, Alisson's been... It's like he's making his debut as a young goalkeeper. He's been that bad. Here's McAllister. Hits it from distance. What a save that is! What a save from Donnarumma, who celebrates it like he scored a winner in a World Cup final. That is magical from the Italian shot stopper.
Oh, it's dipping from McAllister.
Wow.
It's just under the crossbar, but Donnarumma does superbly well, gets one hand to it, and we've still got time in this game. It's a corner kick to Liverpool.
That's unbelievable. That is genuinely the save of the season so far. It's behind him. He's clawed it back. Alisson's up for the corner. Corner whipped in. There's Donnarumma again. Unbelievable from the Italian. Punches it away. Here's Salah. Hooks it back in. There's a header across. It's to the edge of the box. It's still alive for Liverpool. Aitner clears. Alisson stayed up. Chiesa tries to hook it to the right hand side. He finds Salah. Ball into the penalty area. Headed away only as far as Ekatike. Now it's Salah who's got a chance. He's in on goal. It's a goal. Scramble. City deal with it again. Aitner hoofs it long. There's nobody back. In the end, Szoboszlai is going to have to change it. What is going on at Anfield?
Absolute madness. We've had 9 minutes of added time now. I can't really think there's going to be any more time. The referee is still playing on for the time being, though, and Liverpool come again in now with a long ball from Szczerbakowicz. Alisson's just playing as an outfield player now.
Yeah, and Alisson's gone down. Bernardo Silva hooks it forwards. Ryan Cherky's got Haaland. He's going to try and tap it into an empty net. Haaland's in a foot race. He's going to get there. Szoboszlai's going to take a red card. He's pulled him down. It's going into the back of the net anyway. The goal's going to stand. He's claimed that he's been fouled. Well, if you've been fouled, you should be sent off. It's 3-1 to Manchester City. Ryan Cherky passes it in from the halfway line. It's 3-1. It's game, set and match. The title race is alive.
Absolute madness here at Anfield this evening, and Szoboszlai's been involved in so much of it. He scored the stunning goal that gave Liverpool the lead, and then he's given away the last goal. Well, I mean, it's absolute madness the way this game has gone. There's absolute carnage on the benches now. Donnarumma has gone up to the other end to celebrate this as well. It's absolute carnage here at Anfield. And for the time being, we're still playing on. Although we can end the game now, though, clearly, because it's a 3-1 lead. Liverpool are still kicking off about something. I don't know what. I don't know the nerve of it. I mean, Szoboszlai has clearly tried to push Haaland off the ball. The fact that Haaland is stronger than him, and then he's able to then get to the ball himself. Now they're showing us the replay of that worldie from Donnarumma, because it takes a big deflection. He has to adjust to that. But then, nice ball here from Bernardo Silva, taken down on the chest by Cherky. I think he's hoping that it's either going to go in or it's Haaland going to get a touch. As both of them are fighting for it, and in the end, yeah, I have absolutely no issue with that. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and well played, the referee there.
Unbelievable from Manchester City. Alisson Carr, if this gets ruled out, well, I don't know why he's moaning, because he's getting sent off. Is Dominic Szoboszlai. Why want the red card at 2-1 down, came over anyway? Let him have the goal. Craig Pawson, they're still checking. What are they moaning at? I don't get it.
Honestly, I can't stand this. Why is the referee having to watch this? Don't what? God, VAR in England is such a joke, honestly. Just have a little bit of romance in the game. It's clearly a double foul. There's a foul from Szoboszlai, so just let that foul go and then just finish the game. We don't need this. Szoboszlai is clearly fouling Haaland. So what are they checking for here?
They're checking for a possible foul. But I mean,
they fouled each other. There's a foul from both of them. The fact that Haaland got away from Szoboszlai and then he fouls him back. Referees played the advantage for the first one. Allow the goal. Stop ruining the game. It's not your game. It's a game for the fans and for the players. Referees are just failed footballers anyway. Stop trying to get into the limelight all the time.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I mean, it'd be a red card for Szoboszlai anyway. It's gone in. Why would Szoboszlai want the red card? I think he's going to give a free kick to Man City. So Craig Parsons looked at it. We can't hear what he's about to say, but he's going to change something because he's making a VAR signal. We can't hear the words he's saying. We're going to try and make out. We're 5 minutes over time, by the way, in this one. So Craig Pawson is making the signal. He's telling Anfield what he's giving, and it's so unclear. I think he's going to rule the goal out, but send off Szoboszlai and give Manchester City a free kick. Bernardo Silva's looking at him as if he's talking a different language, that he's so confused. We're all confused. What's he given? So he's made a signal. He's going to Dominic Szoboszlai. So he's sending him off. No goal for Manchester City and a straight red card for Dominic Szoboszlai.
Well, you be careful what you wish for, Szoboszlai, because now your team are going to have to play without you for at least a game or two. But as I say, job's worth referees. He's just ruined the end of the game for me slightly. There's no need for it. I don't know where they're getting all this additional time from. The game should have finished after that disallowed. If the goal's been disallowed, just end the game now, ref. It's 103 minutes. When it should have been 97. It's an absolute joke. Just get on with it. You're turning this into a soap opera that's completely unnecessary. And as I say, it's a game. The football is for the fans and for the players. It's not for the referee. Stop being the centre of attention all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Really, really poor. Well, Szoboszlai is the definition of hero to zero. today, hasn't it?
Really, yeah.
Because I don't feel like it was that long ago. I almost lost my voice celebrating his free kick. So he's taking his top off. He's down the tunnel. Cherky doesn't have his goal. And Man City are going to have a free kick. Well, at that point, you blow your whistle. It's game over.
It is game over. Why are we still playing this game? It's just, honestly, didn't like Howard Webb as the referee, and I don't like him as the head of the referees either. It's just it's his sort of approach that's just trickling through here. This sort of arrogance that I'm the big man, I'm the star. You're not. You're just there to referee the game. Stop trying to get into the middle of it all the time. I've got to watch myself before I say something something expletive. But no, in all seriousness, it's been a great game. The excitement here at the end of it is all part of it. But it's just the job's worth nature of the referee. Yeah. I understand it. If it's wrong and they have to send Szoboszlai off, then fine. But why take so long over it? What are we waiting for now? The game should have finished.
So essentially, for anyone confused who's listening, can't see what's going on. So they've scored a fair goal, but because Haaland has fouled Szoboszlai as well, they technically have to rule it out and give a red card for Szoboszlai fouling Haaland, because that goal wouldn't have gone in if Haaland didn't foul Szoboszlai. Cherky's going to hit the free kick. He's put it into Rosehead. I think he's done it on purpose. He's put that into Rosehead. Here's Ryan and Cherky. He's going to let the goal kick be taken. It's 105 minutes on the clock after 7 added on. Alisson goes long, and the full-time whistle goes. It is a vital victory. What a comeback at Anfield from Manchester City. All 3 goals coming in the second half. Szoboszlai with a fantastic free kick to make it 1-0. 2 late goals from Bernardo Silva and Haaland seal the deal with a red card and a little bit of feistiness at the end to top it off. It finishes Liverpool 1, Manchester City 2.